Okay, this video is about the second stimulus check update for June 8th and what Trump administration has delivered since April. So let's begin. Okay, here's an article I recently written on my page, which you can look on it. You hear the link, which actually my link is nicholasbrowninc.com, which you can click that if you're watching on YouTube. Just check on the description. I have partial of this article and I have links available. So here's what we're going to do. This video is going to talk about what's going on as we speak now. As I place this video, it's going to talk about the second stimulus check and the updates, and we're going to talk about the Trump administration has what they have delivered since they first delivered the first stimulus check. So we're going to go by this template here. This is a PDF file. If you're watching on YouTube, look on the description. You click that link. I have a link to my website. Okay, it's gonna get you straight here what we're about to read off and break this down. But we have some people here on YouTube searching for information about EIP, which EIP stands for Economic Impact Payments, which actually stands for Where's My Check. Okay, you're searching for, some people haven't got their check, but we're going to go over these because this is going to have the numbers of what type of group is missing out and the total. So that's what's tied on this. This is great information. You can do your due diligence, as I always say. Go ahead and download this free PDF. You'll see it on my site. You'll scroll down what you'll do. So in case you're watching here and you subscribe, you want to come back to this and you have alerts, you scroll down here and you'll click this button here. Once you click the button, it's going to give you a download. It's going to open up what we have here. Okay, so just want to make this quick. You may be on your break or you may be watching it before you head out on your phone. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe so you get information this sort. So reason why I gave that title is there's people here in the United States that haven't received their first stimulus check, even though this is the status for your second stimulus check, which you could check before. I made a previous video of what's going on now, with some people saying it's some committees. Some people of the committees, whether Democrat, Republican, mostly Republican, are stating that they want to send out a date, have a set date after the holiday of July 4th. So read that last video I sent recently. I made a recent video earlier this morning. So it's going to explain more on that. This video is about people who are delayed, who haven't received their first check and still waiting like we're waiting on the second, but they're waiting on the first. Okay, so we're going to break this down and I'm going to give you the source. If you scroll down, you'll see my source here, which these are people behind the scenes, as we say before. Some people that are not into politics or not into anything outside of them just trying to survive. They're not familiar with that. So my goal is I want to make you, at least give you, if I can, give you a face or give you a source or give you a little information about this person. This person here he's the lead Democratic Chairman Richard Neal, which he's part of the Ways Means Committee, which ties into this form here. This here, as you see right here, House Committee on the Ways Means, which he's the chairman of, which the chairman board has both Democratic and Republican, which is a list too. If you want that, I give you more information on that. Just comment what videos you want to learn about, because as I said on the previous video, they're on you're weighing in on the people that represent your state and your country, or Democrat, Republican, liberals. You write that list. Some of these people are on the list. These are the people behind. They're on that list here. That's part of the House Committee on the Ways Means report. But I want to make this short and simple. I just want to make this brief video for you to download this and see the list, but how to read the list and find out if you're part of this group or part of this family that haven't received their check, their first check. While we're waiting on it, you're also waiting on your second check. This is going to explain that. So you'll scroll down. This is Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. Excuse me, I apologize if I pronounced it incorrect. Steve Mnuchin mentioned in a statement last week that they have delivered 159 million economic payments that are worth than 267 billion to Americans in record time. He also mentioned that last time that the government issued our stimulus money, which is way back, if I'm not mistaken, was when George Bush, the last Bush, was before Obama. Actually, I think that was in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. But anyhow, he mentioned that the last time that the government issued out stimulus money took more than 2 months to send out $800,000 payments from the Treasury Department. That's a big jump. 159 million economic payments that are worth more than 267 billion to Americans in record time. Big jump compared to the original stimulus check. So who hasn't received their first round of stimulus checks, not to mention their second stimulus check? Several people are still checking their mailbox and bank account, and still nothing has came or shown, as I said before. Well, according to the House Ways and Means Committee, here's their link, which I gave you the link here. It is also the link. When you click here, you'll see something similar to this. You have the link here where you can do your due diligence, as I said before, get information of what's going on. Also, just want to give you the source here. So this is Democratic Chairman Richard Neal. He's over that, but he's also there's both parties that's over this committee, which is Ways Means Committee, which I'm going to open it. It's located here, committee activity, about. It's going to be a list history. It's located here, chairman, committee members. Go to committee members. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who you want to grade. This is the list of people. This saying who they represent. The states, Republican. Here's an example: Democrats, Democratic members, Republican members. That's the list. These are people that are also behind the scenes, but do your due diligence. This is the chairman, Richard, as I said before, Richard Neal. You can read more about this, but I just want to get to the report. So there are, as of today, June 8, 2020, about 30 million to 35 million payments that still haven't gone out. They also say that the payments, there are several groups located on the report, which this is the report. I'm just going to go basically over the report. So I'm going to read this and then we'll be done. Okay. Economic impact payments issued to date, which this is recent, June 5th. As we watch this, as I record this is June 8th. The Committee on Ways and Means Committee requested information from the Department of the Treasury regarding the economic impact payments, EIP as is known, authorized under, can't pronounce that here, including the number of payments issued and scheduled to be issued. To date, Treasury has provided only limited information on categories of payments without specific numbers for each. So here's the estimated total EIPs, which EIP stands for economic impact payments. Okay, Treasury and the IRS initially estimated that there would be 171 million EIPs under the, which seems low given the following populations. Here are the groups that he's talking about and explaining: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 145 to 150 million taxpayers who file returns below act income thresholds. 25 to 30 million Social Security beneficiaries who may be duly eligible for SSI who do not file returns. So if you're on SSI and you haven't filed return, there's 25 to 30 million SSI beneficiaries where you still can receive your check. So 15 million non-filers who are below the filing threshold. 5.3 million SSI only recipients, undetermined number of non-filers. 6 million veterans, undetermined number of non-filers, and 500,000 to 600,000 RRB recipients, undetermined number of non-filers. In May, the IRS told the committee that 25.1 million non-filers who are Social Security and RRB recipients and receive IRS forms 1099 will be paid automatically. I also have a video on how if you're getting 401k from your job, how you can request that. I'm going to do a video on that shortly about how you can do that for those who have access to 401k where you don't know if you'll get penalized or not. Which actually, here's a tip where I'm reading, where I'm doing my research, you can withdraw up to a certain amount, no penalties. It's just your taxes will be due in time. Back in if I'm not mistaken, three years from now, or they may stretch it out. Anyhow, I'll do more research on that. Just want to write the quick article about what's going on now since the first check was sent out, the first stimulus check. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day.